So today we got our hands on the 2022 Durango SRT. So first things first, let's check what's under the hood. So this thing has a 6.4 liter naturally aspirated V8. It has the 392 Hemi and it pushes out 475 horsepower, which is way more than enough power to race your local Mustangs and take your kids to school. And the Durango SRT is pretty much the step down from the Hellcat. So the Hellcat is a supercharged 6.2 and this is a naturally aspirated 6.4. But if you ask me, I think this is more than enough for a family SUV. It's all-wheel drive and it has 3-row seating and it could do a 0 to 60 in 4.7 seconds. If that's not enough for you, then you would probably want to get the Hellcat, but that goes for over $100,000. And well, if you don't want to spend that much, this is probably your best next option. Not bad at all. I mean, this thing is fully stocked, so imagine if you cut the mufflers off. So now let's do a little walk around. So the first thing you notice are these beautiful LEDs. These are the daylight running lights. You have the SRT logo right here. You have the Hellcat hood, which has 1, 2, 3 vents, and then you got the 20-inch wheels with 295 wide tires, and then you have the 6-piston Brembo brakes, and then you have Brembo brakes on the back as well. You have the 4 pistons on the back, I believe, with the 295 wide tires as well. As we come to the back, it looks pretty normal. I mean, just looks like any other Durango. It literally looks like the regular V6 model, which is one of the reasons I'm not the biggest fan of these things. They didn't really do much to make them look different from the base model. I mean, the RT version, which is 100 horsepower less than this, has the same SRT brakes. You could literally spec them out with the SRT brakes and it'll even say SRT on them, and you could literally get the same hood in the RT version, which is way cheaper than this and way slower than this. So you will pretty much look exactly like a way cheaper model when you paid over $70,000 for yours. So I just feel like they didn't do too much to show that this is the 392 model. That's just kind of what Dodge does. So before we take this thing out for a drive, I want to show you guys the interior. So you have these black on black seats, leather here, and suede down the middle. It says SRT right here. You got 1 seat, 2 seats, and you got more in the back. You got 3, 4, 5, and then 6, so you can fit up to 6 people in here. You also have heated seats back here with the USB right there. You got fake carbon fiber here, which is cool and all, and then you got Harman Kardon speakers, really good speakers. But let's get in here. So the infotainment system on the 22s are different. I believe they made this change in 2020. I'm not really sure on the year, but it looks a lot better. It's actually way bigger. I believe this is like a 10.1 inch where it used to be a 8.4. So you have the SRT button right here. You click that and let's see what pops up. All right, so basically you could control everything. You could control your transmission, your paddle shifters, your all-wheel drive system, stability control, suspension, steering wheel. You could control everything. You have all these different modes. You have snow mode, you have tow mode, and then you have custom. And in custom, here's my favorite part, the all-wheel drive system. Look how customizable it gets. You can put it in sport, street, or 50/50. So that's really, really cool. You also have launch button right here. You click that, and you get instructions on the dash on how to launch this thing. So like I said, this thing does a 0 to 60 in 4.7 seconds. Maybe we could get it faster than that in today's video. And you also get this beautiful SRT steering wheel with white stitching and a flat bottom. You get an 8-speed automatic, wireless charging, and plenty of USB ports. But here's one of the biggest downfalls of this vehicle. It is absolutely horrible on gas. You'll get 13 miles per gallon in the city and 19 miles per gallon on the highway. So yeah, you'll pretty much be spending most of your time at the gas station, but that's the cost you gotta pay to get a 475 horsepower vehicle. So now we're gonna take this thing out for a drive. Let's put it in track mode. Turn traction on, because in track mode it turns it off. And we're gonna do a little launch for you guys. So we're gonna rev it up to 1500 RPMs and just go. Sounds pretty good. Let's hear some downshift. Another one. Like I said, 475 horsepower is more than enough for you to have some fun and still have the perfect daily. And you also have these 3 cool performance features. You got performance pages, drive modes, and then race options. Just click on race options. Alright, so you got pretty much launch control and the shift light here. We go back here. Let's click on the performance pages. You got your timers, gauges, dyno, G-force, and vehicle dynamic. Let's go to timers and try to get a fast 0 to 60 here. So the car's still in track mode, okay? I'm gonna launch it a little softer than before. We'll actually do 1500 again. Alright, so that was 60. Let's see what it gave us. Where's the 0 to 60? Alright, I don't see it. Okay, down here. So that last one was a 4.1 0 to 60. I told you guys we're gonna be able to get a faster 0 to 60 than the one advertised. They advertised this thing to do a 4.7, but I just knew it would go way faster than that, and we were able to get a 4.1 on our first try without launch control. So I really want to try another 0 to 60. I'm gonna try to launch it a little harder this time. So we'll do 1700 RPMs. Alright, so this one was a 4 flat. Look, that's the recent 0 to 60, and it's 4 flat. I can't believe we were able to get this thing to run 0 to 60 in 4 flat. So if you are looking for a family SUV that could do a 0 to 60 in 4 seconds flat, then look no further than the Durango SRT. And here's why I would choose this over the Jeep SRT, because they pretty much make the exact same horsepower and have similar features, but this thing has 3-row seating, so you'll get a lot more room in this than a Jeep SRT, which is why it makes it the perfect family SUV. And if you really actually are interested, come to Twins Auto Sales. They have this thing, and they also have a couple more things. Let me show you guys this Trackhawk that just came in. So this actually turned out to be a Jeep SRT, which is similar power to the Durango SRT. You just get a lot less room with this thing, but some people do find this thing way better looking than the Durango SRT, and well, I kind of agree. It does look a little better than the Durango SRT, but you'll get way less room with this thing. So we have teleported to Vet Lab, and we are here for the TRX, and it's finally done, and we're gonna take it out for its first drive. So here it is. So this thing got a 285 upper pulley, injectors, it got a thermostat, spark plugs, and it's fully tuned on 93. So it's not on 85, it's on 93, and now we're gonna take it out and do some pulls in it. Oh my god, you just hit it. You didn't like rev it up to a certain RPM.
I just floored it from idle. Yeah, like we can get more wheel spin out of it for sure.
Oh my god, that thing is insane. Mind you, it's still on 93. Oh my god.
0 to 70.
So he revved that one up to 1500 RPMs and it just went. This thing is insane. Oh my god.
1800's the jam.
Oh my god, that was insane. I'm curious to see what the 0 to 60 is. So we've been trying to access the performance pages for the past 10 minutes and they just will not load. That's just a problem with Dodge. Like even the Hellcat ones take forever to load. So good thing we're logging this. As you could see, he got the laptop right there and he's gonna send this back to Kurt, and Kurt is gonna take a good look at it because it shouldn't be lagging like that when it's shifting, and it only does that when he's doing a roll. So we are back and this thing is insane. So Ed is gonna send the log to Kurt and they're gonna make a few adjustments, but besides that, this thing is all done. And now we're gonna take a little ride in this Corvette, and the owner warned me that it's gonna literally blow my eardrums out. you guys don't know what sick week is, I'm not the person that can inform you. I can't even talk. I'm not the person that could inform you about sick week. It's kind of like a week of, I don't know. I'm sorry guys, I don't know what sick week is. Alrighty. Fire extinguisher. Alright, thanks for having us.
Oh no, you're welcome.
So this thing is fast, huh?
Yeah, it goes all right. So right now, a couple switches, got fuel pumps on, not the race pump. Gonna put the trans fan on because it's got a power glide conversion in it. Even though it's, what is it? It's like 10 degrees out right now, right?
Yeah, it's like 10 degrees out.
It'll still probably get a little toasty. So,
interesting. What would you say for power? You don't have to give exact numbers. What would this thing potentially make?
Between starts with a 1.
Starts with a 1. Okay.
Starts with a 1, ends with a 0.
Okay, so we're talking 4 digits?
Yeah, easily 4 digits, no problem.
Oh my god! Alright, you warmed up the tires, alright? Alright, so that's in there to get wrapped, and then check this Jeep out. I think this is in here to get wrapped as well. This thing is all done getting wrapped, and it's actually getting a twin turbo setup on here. So I'm not sure when that's gonna happen, but I'm sure it's gonna happen very soon.
Smash the like and subscribe button when we're doing a trailer burnout going by you, because we're gonna f up a couple of checkpoints. We're gonna f up a few checkpoints, that's for sure.
No, not today.
You're literally sitting on snow.
It's a good thing I have a hot ass.